Hello everyone, and welcome to new Super Mario Bros Wii. Today we're going to be finishing up the first half of World 2. So let's just get straight into this. Okay. First star coin's right there. So I went outside yesterday. I know this sounds like a weird thing to talk about, but I went outside yesterday, and one of the things that happened was that I was able to go out and sell my Pro Controller. I don't need it anymore for my. I didn't need it anymore for what I was going to do. My Joy-Cons were fixed, so I was able to get it. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! 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 No! That was scary. So now I got a good chunk of change. I got like $100 to my name, which, depending on who you are, may sound like a lot or very little, but it is mine. That's the one thing I can say. Okay, so this is actually a really hard star coin to get. So you could, if you had a specific power-up, it would be easy, but this one is actually a bit hard. So you gotta grab the power-up and shh! Dang it! Dang it! I probably could have lived there, but that sucks. Thus why we have multiple power-ups. Having multiple power-ups is always a nice thing. I mean, just look at that. Quite honestly, I don't think you actually need to put a power-up on you in the beginning of after the midpoint of this level, because if I remember correctly, if you're small, that coin block at the beginning will turn into a mushroom, which is actually very useful. I have to say that that's one of the cool things. Like, I wish that Mario Maker did that. Like, you could turn if you were small, you would get a mushroom, but if you were a mushroom, I guess you could technically do that with a non-progressive mushroom power-up, but still. Oh gosh, I can't believe I lived. Scary stuff working with Koopa Troopas. Oh shoot! That sucks. My gosh. So let's go with a different approach. Let's just go with a propeller mushroom, because why not? I mean, I'm gonna be using a lot of power-ups anyway, but one of the things that I like to do when playing this game is experiment with different power-ups. Like, considering that you can hold up to 99 of each item in the game. Quite honestly, you're not gonna get that in a normal playthrough. But when you unlock the ability to get so many Toad Houses in the game, you honestly to get so many Toad Houses, you can easily just grind up power-ups. And it's just really fun to just experiment. My gosh. Okay, so you can... I remember that, when I used to play this game as a kid, I thought that was the only way to get the the only way to get the star coin. Luckily, I was, well, I wasn't wrong, but it was... I ended up not knowing how to get it, because I didn't know that you could throw shells into a star coin in order to collect it. I was dumb like that. But, you know, when we have items, we might as well restock in an item house. It's actually kind of interesting the way I'm playing this game, because when I'm recording this game, I actually have to stand up, because I'm worried that because if I sit down, you might actually be able to see me or something, or even worse, audio quality would be bad. Ah, that sucks. You didn't even get one. That is terrible luck. Oh, don't rub it in, come on. Come on, Nintendo. I didn't even get any power-ups. You're telling me not to not to use power-ups? What a freaking move. Okay, so I like the. Here's another one. You get this one is one of the few instances where you get to use barrels in the game. I actually like this one because they actually add spikes to the game. Like, spikes were in other Mario games, but more specifically in Super Mario Bros 3. But the spike balls went horizontally. I'm assuming they did that because in in the NES days they probably didn't know how to make physics. They probably didn't know how to make the spike balls go through accurate physics. Because, you know, back then... Oh, right. Back then, creating physics was hard. Like, especially realistic ball physics. So I guess I just decided to just make it a spiky projectile. It feels so weird to play the game without actually thinking. It's so weird to play the game just not holding the run button. It's just so. It feels so weird, you know? And don't worry about not getting a star coin. This is where you get the first one. Okay. Got quite a few. This one's actually a really hard star coin to get, quite honestly. You know, if you're not a true gamer like me. Forget that I said true gamer. That doesn't apply. That doesn't apply to me anymore. I mean, I just got hit by that stupid thing. Okay. I feel like 2-2 is where they actually start hiding hard star coins to get. Where they actually start hiding hard star coins. So here's... Yeet! Like, the first one's in that quicksand. Which, honestly, there really wasn't a good enough of a tell. I guess that somebody at Nintendo thought that, oh, somebody will watch the hint movies that you can buy with star coins or just unlock. But I don't think that's a good way to do it. But whatever. I'm criticizing game design from 2009. This game is literally 12 years old at this point. Like, almost 12. It either is 12 or almost 12. That's really weird to think about. That this game is a dozen years old. Man, I played this when I was like 6. I played this when I was like 6, and the math checks out. So, my gosh, I'm starting to feel old. I still got some spunk in me. I'm 17. And this is where the glorious return of the mini mushroom happens. You loved it in New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. Why not use it in New Super Mario Bros. Wii? The only returning power-up in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I mean, honestly, when you really think about it, the mini mushroom actually had a lot of promise. When I think about, okay, so DS added the mini mushroom and the mega mushroom and the blue shell. We'll talk about the blue shell later, but the mega mushroom was definitely not that interesting of a power-up. Like, when you really thought about it, the mega mushroom was mostly a gimmick power-up that just destroyed everything. And while destroying things is fun, there had to be like dedicated sections to destroy things in order to make it feel substantial. But in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I feel like it was best used in the first level and not much else. Even though you could get tons of Mega Mushrooms in other levels. And even from Toad houses. But that's not that useful because the levels aren't designed with the Mega Mushroom in mind. So that means you're kind of just using a power-up that's kind of being used in the wrong way. But when you think about the Mini Mushroom actually adds a lot of new challenges, but also a whole new playstyle. A whole new, like, hard mode playstyle. Considering that you can get almost infinite Mini Mushrooms if you know where to look, you can easily play this entire game as Mini Mario. Not that you would want to, but it is definitely a bit of a different experience. And I feel like that's a great thing to talk about when you're playing a game like this. Oh, I hate this level. Not only do I hate... I kind of like the level. It's not that terrible of a level. It's just that with my setup and with my whole setup, it's just gonna look terrible. You can see the room's reflection in the black screen of the void. It's not that pleasant of an experience. But I guess it kind of does show off the spooky atmosphere, I guess. Yeah, this is a total heightening of the senses. It really does feel like you're in a dark, gloomy room. Okay, so these are fire snakes. Another returning enemy from Mario 3. They're always really fun. So you can go out here, and looky what we got here. We got ourselves a little room here outside. And we can press that. We get so many power-ups. Yes. Oh, shoot. Okay. There's actually a thing that you can do. And I feel like that this is another reason why you could want the star. You get yourself tons. I mean, just look at all this. 1 star coin. No. You could literally go through this entire stage using only the star. Ah, wrong one. I think I was supposed to go for that one instead. Okay, that's a shame. Ow! No. Hold on. There we go. Go up here. Star coin right over here. Boom. Now we're out of this hole. Now this is where you can get infinite lives, but I'm not really good at getting infinite lives, and I don't need infinite lives. I have 46 lives. I don't need that many. Mario time. Roy's our boy. This is 2-Dash Fortress. I always classify the ones that look like that on the map screen as fortresses, and the ones at the end of the levels, at the end of the worlds, are called castles. I think it's either called a fortress on the world map. I remember reading the manual, and I seem to remember them saying that they're called fortresses and castles, depending on how they are. The main difference is that, the main difference I'd have to say is that towers are more vertical, and castles are more horizontal in their playing field. Sometimes I wish that in Super Mario Maker 2, in Super Mario Maker they allowed you to put anything. They allowed you to make like almost infinite subrooms, like infinite almost everything, which is be kind of hard to program, I'd say. Like imagine having to make a room as big as the biggest room in a new Super Mario Bros. I don't know which one it would be, but it would definitely be a thing. And that would be like one of the things that could happen. Like you could play a game. Oh shoot. These are magic blasts, or whatever they're called. And they show up every now and again in Roy's castle. You can kill them with ice balls, but that's about it. There's one. Ooh, that was pretty good. There, perfect. Nope. I don't know what spawns them. I want to say it's a timer, but it also seems to be dependent on height as well. Okay, so this is one of the weirdest moments in New Super Mario Bros. History, because that is not told to you. I guess if you paid attention, you could. I mean, once you saw the. Oh wait, no, there is a tell. The lighter rock, the lighter bricks and structures sell a different story when you actually look at it. Like when you look at it, there's no black border. There's no dark border around the lighter rock. So that could be a tell. Basically, what is a tell? I may have talked about this in New Super Mario when I played New Super Mario Bros. But the basic idea of a tell is that when you're hiding a star coin or a collectible, you want to tell people where your secrets are, but not necessarily outright tell them how to do it. If you want to give a hidden collectible, you have to tell them where it is in a sort of way. Normally, it's an inconsistency in the world. That's mostly how I found every single star coin in New Super Mario Bros. U. Granted, I watched a video on every star coin a long time ago, but I've forgotten where most of them were. So I had to rely on tells in most cases, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't like New Super Luigi U, because I felt like the tells were just in New Super Luigi U were just more frustrating. And I just didn't like that. But this game is fun because it tells you where every star coin is, or if it doesn't tell you, it shows you or it brings you to an area where it is. I think that's a good idea. Oh yeah, we also beat Roy. Nice. Let's save the game. And I think that's it for today. Next time on New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you'll be finishing up World 2. See you all then. Take care.